Thank you for joining us. We're starting a brand new series called Table Talk with Angelica. Today, I'm excited because I have Donna Presto from Landmark Title meeting with and having a discussion about what we're recently finding on some of our listings that we're coming across. So, welcome, Donna.
Well, thank you, Angelica. And I'm so glad that we're starting this series because our whole thing is bringing awareness to our community. And what we've been noticing is becoming a more and more common occurrence is because of the recent pandemic that we went through. There were agreements that our current homeowners went into an agreement with their existing mortgage company. They could be known as deferred payments, forbearance agreements, debt forgiveness sometimes, which we haven't seen complete 100% debt forgiveness yet. However, it's the consumer's perception is their reality. So when they hear that for whatever hardship that they're going through, that their payments could be deferred, there's a different definition for everybody. And what we've been noticing is that the majority of our homes up here where our homeowners and our current owners are going into the agreements with these existing mortgage companies is that they had mortgage insurance on the property.
Right.
And what ends up happening is that they do have a workout agreement. That's another term that's used. They do have a workout agreement with the current homeowner, whether it be whatever payments that have been missed become a part of the existing mortgage, or they renegotiate the terms of the loan, whatever it may be. If that existing mortgage company is taking a loss per se, then they go ahead and they file a claim with the mortgage insurance companies. And that's the whole point of mortgage insurance.
Right. So, we have these homeowners that are falling behind on their payments. They did an agreement with the bank and now they're getting ready to sell.
Right.
And what we're encountering is when we pull the preliminary title report, which we do on every single home that we list right at the beginning. That way we know if there's any liens or any claims on the home, and we can be prepared when it comes to breaking down the net sheet for our sellers. We're seeing these claims pop up. And so we just wanted to talk about one of our recent ones where, the sellers actually did not know that there was a claim filed on their house. And so when we pulled the title, it's like, can you tell me a little bit about this HUD claim that is on your house? And they were like, well, we haven't done anything. The only thing we did was a forbearance, but we don't have to really pay it back. And I said, no. What's happening here is the mortgage insurance is coming back and they want to be
reimbursed I guess
for that amount.
I don't know if that's the proper word or not.
Yeah, they want to be paid back for that claim for the loss of receiving the mortgage payment.
And there's no surprise. I mean, it's actually what these consumers are signing, and it specifically states is that they're going to go ahead and file a claim with the mortgage insurance company. The mortgage insurance company is going to file a claim with the Department of Housing, Urban and Development, otherwise known as HUD. And in the paperwork, it has a piece of paper that specifically says if you sell your home and there's equity and value in your home, then that money is going to get I don't know in the insurance world if it's called reimbursed, but they're going to recapture what they paid out on that claim. And a lot of times consumers, because of the language, I mean, real estate is its own language, right? Let's face it.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that. But how can that affect our homeowners? Well, one, they could be in agreement to sell their home expecting to net X amount of dollars so they can move on to their next journey, not realizing that HUD claim is there. There's interest doesn't accumulate. So if you go into a forbearance agreement for $50,000, then we're going to get a demand from HUD saying $50,000. I've been noticing that there's not interest accumulating on it. But nonetheless, that $50,000 gets pulled and deducted from the seller's net proceeds, which could affect, in essence, their next journey.
Right, because I've seen HUD claims as little as $4,000, but as high as $52,000 on a home. So if a homeowner is expecting that $52,000 to apply maybe to a next purchase or to pay off some debt or, just to hold on to the proceeds, it's going to be a big shocker. So I think definitely if you're considering selling your home, when you reach out to your real estate agent, have them immediately connect with their title rep Donna is really great about that. She's very responsive. Get a copy of the title report, and then that way you can be prepared when you actually go to sell your home on the market. But it's really like a really big topic lately. It's coming more frequently on our listings, and you know, there's a discussion that needs to be had with the sellers, and just like making sure, I mean, first of all, to make sure that they're going to walk away with some proceeds, because the other thing that could occur is maybe someone is in the negative, right? Maybe they have negative proceeds, and then what happens at that point is a seller would have to go into a short sale situation where they're going to ask the bank for forgiveness on that debt. So it's definitely something to think about if you have done a forbearance or a prepayment plan,
repayment plan, workout plan, forbearance. And then the best thing to do is just listening to the homeowner's story.
Right.
Because a lot of times what information you need is going to come out in that story. And, you know, whether they're talking, you know, we were all affected by 2020. You know, that's just how it was. And just listening to that story. And if you hear somebody, you know, I lost my job, I was unemployed for 6 months. And, you know, your next question should be, how did you make that mortgage payment? And that could actually open up the story that you would need to further get information on. But Angelica is right. You know, save yourself the heartache, save your homeowner the heartache. And, you know, it takes a minute for us to run an actual quick search if we see it, because it is a recorded document against the property. And then we run a full title commitment to make sure that we're addressing all of these issues before you actually go into to contract. Because as soon as you go into contract, that's it. I mean, the time's ticking. So.
Yeah. And the other thing to keep in mind on this is once you agree to that agreement, and, you know, you need to be in the positive with your future payments. And if you're not, you could run into another situation where you're discussing, you know, another plan with your lien holder. So it's really important. If you have any questions, you know, regarding this process, or if you're considering selling and you just want to know, give us a call. We would love to chat with you confidentially, free consultation, and let you know what options there are for you, because there are quite a few options out there for a homeowner.